All right, people, what's good? What's good? The Masculine Podcast is back. We've been on hiatus for like 2, 3 weeks, and it's not my fault. It's this fat piece of garbage to my right's fault because he can't stay healthy. He's like the Anthony Davis of this show right here. Unreliable, but now that we have him back, CEO, say what's up to the people.
Yeah, what's good, peasants? I haven't forgot about you. So you know what I'm saying?
But CEO, you know who else is returning? Brittany Griner is returning back to well, she's already returned back to the USA.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have controversial takes about it, but we'll get into it. So this is the article right here. Brittany Griner is back in the U.S. A plane carrying Brittany Griner, the WNBA star who spent months in prison in Russia on drugs, landed in the U.S. Friday morning. They're talking about last Friday, so a week ago. Get Joe Biden off my screen. What is this? Can I play this?
I think so, yeah.
All right, let's play it.
CNN's Rosa Flores is there. Good morning, Rosa. Good morning, Christine. We just witnessed this moments ago. As you mentioned, Brittany Griner back on U.S. soil.
She's back on U.S. soil, CEO. Does that make you feel happy, excited, or?
No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Griner was following a prison exchange for Russian arms dealer Victor Bout, announced Thursday. Griner arrived in Kelly Fields, San Antonio, in her home state of Texas. A center administrator official told CNBC she will be taken to a medical facility where she will reunite with her wife, Sherelle.
Sherelle? Yeah, that's a weird ass name.
Sherelle Griner. I'm assuming that's the woman that she domestically violenced, but no one wants to talk about that.
Right.
She is very, very in good spirits when she got off the plane and appeared to be obviously in good health. John Kirby, the National Security Council coordinator for the strategies communications at the White House, told NBC today. I think this is the same thing we just watched. So
yeah.
Roger D. Cartston, the U.S. Specialties Presidential what the hell does it say?
What? Which one? Envoy
for hostage affairs welcomed her return. So happy to have Brittany back on U.S. soil, Carton wrote on Twitter. That's what he said on Twitter.
Yeah.
Footage released by the Russian state media shown the two-time Olympic gold medalist aboard the plane saying she was happy to be going home. The moment the prisoner exchange between Russia and the U.S. took place was reportedly captured on camera by the Russian state media, which released the edited video that appeared to show Griner and Bout crossing paths on a tarmac.
Yeah. Oh wait, tarmac. No, that's tarmac.
The tarmac at Al Beanton Executive Airport in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Griner was arrested at the Moscow airport in February over police allegedly finding vape kerosene containing cannabis oils in her suitcase. Griner admitted to having vape kerosene, but she says she packed them by accident and had no intent to break the law. BS. Another wrongful detained American in Russia, former Marine Paul Whelan, that's his name. Paul Whelan was not a part of the exchange deal between the two countries. For total illegitimate reasons, Russia has treated Paul's case different from Brittany's. U.S. Governor Joe Biden said, adding that he would continue to work on Whelan's release. Former President Donald Trump criticized the prison swap that secured Griner release, calling it stupid and unpatriotic, embarrassing for the U.S. Kind of agree with that for not including Whelan. He also said Griner openly hates America due to her participations in protests for racial injustice in 2020.
I didn't even know that Paul Whelan wasn't allowed back. I didn't know he stayed in Russia.
So, CEO, so before we move on to the next article, what's your initial thoughts on Brittany Griner being back in the U.S.?
All right, her being back in the U.S. in terms of her being on U.S. soil, I really don't care about that. To be frank, it doesn't bother me that she's got released from Russia. Like that doesn't bother me. The reason she got released under the special circumstances that she got released is what bothers me, not the fact that she's home. You know what
Well,
I'm
can
saying?
you elaborate on that, CEO?
Yeah. So basically giving away the Merchant of Death, Victor Bout, right?
Yes.
Trading him away for a WNBA star with parentheses around that. How
Yeah.
how the hell, like, what sense does that make, bro? Like, no one in their right mind would do that shit. Like, what does she bring of value that's so important that we have to let loose the mass murder? Like, what does she bring of value? Nothing.
So I'm assuming that if we want to get this other guy back, we're have to like give him fucking Charles Manson or some shit.
Or like, yeah, it's like not even Paul Whelan. Like, listen, Paul Whelan is and like, this is no disrespect towards him, but he's a fucking nobody, right?
Yeah.
Paul Whelan's a nobody. No one knew about Paul Whelan. No one would give a rat's ass about Paul Whelan. The media would have never have covered his detention if it wasn't for Brittany Griner. The only reason they bring up his name is that they don't seem hypocritical for the fact that they released Brittany Griner, care about Brittany Griner, supposedly so they don't look quote unquote racist for because Joe Biden's a straight white man, so he doesn't want to appear racist. So all of a sudden, everyone makes a big deal about Brittany Griner. Like, it makes no sense. So stop. My thing is, okay, if you want to care about Brittany Griner, fine, but don't put Paul Whelan's name in it and act like you give a shit about him because you don't want to seem hypocritical. Like, fuck out of here.
My thoughts on it, I don't care that Brittany Griner's back. I really didn't care whether she served 9 days or the whole 9 years in Russia. Can we have to hold Brittany Griner accountable.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't believe she didn't know those things were. I'm sorry, CEO, you're a traveling man. You know what you're putting in your suitcase. You know what you're putting in your bag. You know what you're putting. For her to sit here and say, I didn't know they were in there. I put them in there by accident. That's absolute complete bullshit.
Like,
That's number one. Number
people are
two,
afraid to put like Flintstone vitamins and travel with them. Like, you're telling me she didn't know about cannabis canisters in her luggage? Fuck out of here.
and then number two, here's my thing. Listen, I have no. If you want to get Brittany Griner back, that's fine. That's cool. But I'm sorry, we're leaving a U.S. Marine, someone who's served for this country. He's been locked up there for years,
Yep.
and we're bringing back. I'm sorry, he offers more to this country than Brittany Griner ever will. The same Brittany Griner who said "F America, it's racist."
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
And yeah, if it's, I mean, and I hate to put it for the president, but it's like Biden's administration is retarded and they botched this.
and not only that, we give up the Merchant of Death, the guy who loves to kill Americans. We're giving him to one of our worst enemies.
Yeah, all this. This is like the worst trade of all time, bro.
I can't think, like Russell Wilson to the Broncos. I don't even know what's also a horrible trade.
There's nothing that can top this, bro. Absolutely nothing.
Shoot, Babe Ruth, the Red Sox trading Babe Ruth to the Yankees. Nothing could compare to this.
No, Brittany Griner offers nothing. I don't even know if is she even good in the WNBA. Like,
well, I guess she's quote unquote one of the stars of the NBA, which is not really saying much.
My God, bro, stars. Like, this is embarrassing. I hate that we care about this league. Like, we're trying to care about this fucking league. I mean, this is why no one likes the fucking media. No one cares about the WNBA. Like, can we stop pretending like we care? Like,
oh, don't worry, CEO. The WNBA is coming to the NBA. We're gonna be talking about Adam Silver on our sports channel. So, but let's go to this article right here. So, Brittany Griner has actually spoken out or said her first words since being back in America. Brittany Griner makes first statement since being released, intends to return to the WNBA Mercury. I dug deep to keep my faith. Well, bitch, as a God-fearing, as a Most High worshiping man, looking at you, I don't think God would accept you. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, looking at you, Brittany, no. Anyways, Brittany Griner made a public statement for the first time being released from a Russian prison. Griner, who returned to the U.S. on December 9th after being released in Russia for almost 10 months, expressed gratitude and joy when she went to Instagram on Friday. Quote, "It feels good to be home." The WNBA star, quote unquote star, wrote, "The last 10 months have been a battle at every turn. I dug deep to keep my faith, and it was the love from so many of you that kept that helped me keep going. From the bottom of my heart, I thank everyone for your help." Griner thanked wife Shirley, whatever her name is, the girl that she always beats up, her family, her agents, and her lawyers, the WNBA teams, players, fans, and advocates. She also thanked President Joe Biden. "Joe Biden, you brought me home, and I know you're this is what got me, CEO. I'm gonna read this, and this is a quote. "President Biden, you brought me home, and I know you're going to be committed to bringing home Paul Wheeling and all the Americans home too," Griner said, referring to the ex-Marine who is still in prison in Russia. "I will use my platform to do whatever I can do to help you. I'll put all my money you won't, Brittany. I also encourage everyone that played a part in me bringing me home to continue their efforts to bring all American homes. Every family deserves to be whole." There goes Brittany coming off the plane. Oh my, that's a dude. That's a dude.
Yo, she's so big, bro.
That's a dude.
Yo. So I thought that was Ben Simmons for a minute.
That was Anthony Davis. Oh shoot. The NBA star posted a photo of herself stepping off the plane in Texas when she returned to the US. She also included a picture of her hugging her wife when they saw each other for the first time in nearly a year, according to ABC News. Griner left in San Antonio military base where she was recuperating. She is heading home. "As I transition home to enjoy the holidays with my family, I want to acknowledge and thank the entire PISA staff and medical team at San Antonio's Fort Sam Houston base." Griner wrote, "I appreciate the time and care to make sure I was okay and equipped with the tools for this new journey." Phoenix Mercury star provided further clarity on her future plans. "I intend to play basketball for the WNBA Phoenix Mercury this season, and doing so, I look forward to be able to say thank you to those who advocated and wrote and post about me in person soon," she wrote. Griner was taken into custody in February after officials at Mascall area airport said she was in possession of vaping cartridge containing hellish oils. Why can't you just say weed? The substance is illegal in Russia. The basketball star pleaded guilty in July. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison on August 7th, then appealed the sentence, but she was rejected. The American athletes finally found her freedom when the U.S. negotiated a deal to swap Brittany Griner for a convicted Russian arms dealer, Victor Abel.
Oh. Yo, this whole Joe Biden's a disgrace.
Now, Theo, what's your thoughts on her statement saying, "Hey, listen, thank you, Joe Biden. I know you're going to get Paul Wheeling out of Russian prisoners too."
First of all, Joe Biden will not do anything for Wheeling. Like, that man will probably.
Does he even know who fucking Paul Wheeling is?
No, he didn't even know who he was, bro. He only figured it out because of the whole Brittany Griner, and he didn't even. Originally, he probably didn't even want to release or give a fuck about Brittany Griner, but because he goes to a certain political side, people kept pointing out the fact that he's a white straight male, so therefore he needed to prove why he's so inclusive. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll take it even a step further. I don't even think he knew about the whole Brittany Griner situation. I think it was Kabbalah and Nancy Pelosi brought her back.
Yeah, probably. He just signed or agreed.
They just said, "All right, Joe, just read these words, read these little 5th grade words that we gave you, and just act like you give a crap about Brittany."
Man, this whole story is disgusting. The fact that the fact that we did all this just because some people didn't want to look racist. Like, it blows my mind.
What is Brittany Griner? Oh.
If Brittany Griner was a white man, she'd still be in Russia.
And she likes Spanish because she is light skinned, so.
No, she ain't no Spanish.
But yeah. But listen, I have no problem. Listen, if they wanted Brittany Griner back, that's fine. I really don't care. But I'm sorry. There has to be, number one, that Russian guy should be off limits.
Yeah, he should
Off limits. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No way. No how. The guy is admittedly loves to kill Americans. That's like if we would have locked up Osama bin Laden and we traded Osama bin Laden for like, I don't know, like Skylar Diggins or some shit. Like, come on, bro.
Like, no, it's just, I mean, right. It is like that. We basically traded the Russian version of Osama bin Laden for a WNBA star who gets less views than LeBron's high school basketball team.
Yeah, Bronny and Carmelo's son got more ratings on ESPN than the WNBA. What's Brittany Griner done?
And by the way, bro, like, she wasn't like tortured or anything. They probably put her in some like nice room and gave her good food and shit.
Yeah, man. Listen, I bet Paul Whelan didn't get the treatment she got.
Nah, that nigga got stuck in a little random rusty ass cell because they know that they treated her well, like, because she came back healthy and shit. So they treated her well because they knew she was an asset to try to go get Victor Bout. So they didn't like mistreat her or anything.
Yeah, man, but it's honestly ridiculous. And once again, the whole point of this is, who cares? Who really, like, at the end of she's gonna have her big. She's returning in 2023. She's gonna quote unquote have her big. She's gonna make her big announcement to all 13 of the fans in the stands, and they're gonna be chanting. You know, actually, you know what? I'll even take it. You know what? I'll even be realistic. I bet people, wokesters, women, will all go to that one game she returns, and the next game will go right back to the same attendance.
Bro, she got some broad ass shoulders, bro.
That's a dude, bro. I'm seeing it right now. Brittany is a tranny.
Yo, she got some broad ass shoulders, bro.
She's a tranny, bro. I don't care what anybody this is how did Austin Powers say it? That's a man, baby. I'm sorry.
Yo,
like, I heard her talk. That's not a woman.
Well, I didn't hear her talk.
Oh my, hold on. I gotta look something up. It's going. Hold on. Brittany Griner. I gotta look something up. Boogie Cousins. All right, I gotta look something up. Hold on. Where's that clip at? Oh, is this it?
She's that confident in her abilities, but there's also a little delusion.
A little nigga?
Like the confidence BC, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's not a walk in the park over here.
She says you'd be no better than the third best post player on the men's team.
I'm just going to use that to fuel this. I mean, I'm better.
What the fuck?
And I know that kind of gets at him, but it's okay. It's okay, little man.
But I would like to see that. I would pay.
Oh my god!
Front row though. I gotta be front row.
How money's on BG?
I got cuz on that one.
If there's no referee, I'm going to go to the ATM and I'm going to sell my house and I'm going to put all my money on DeMarcus Cousins.
So basically, that was like them saying like,
Brittany Griner.
No one gives a fuck. Basically, that was like basically them like they were asking who will win in a 1v1 CEO, Brittany Griner or Boogie Cousins.
Oh my god, bro, she would get destroyed in a 1v1 like from with Isaiah Thomas, bro. Muggsy Bowles across the road.
You talking about Isaiah Thomas for your Celtics, right?
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas Celtics.
Hell, I'll even take the Isaiah Thomas back in the 80s right now, currently over fucking Brittany Griner.
Like, I can't. Man, yeah, her voice is deep for a woman.
I'm telling you, that like Gorilla has more of a female voice than that bitch.
Gorilla.
And by the way, for all those bitches who came in our comments and shit about Gorilla's still trash.
Yo, yeah, they got salty. Probably saw the thumbnail, got real mad.
And trust me, when Gorilla gets relevant back in the news, trust me, we're gonna be shit all over again. But yeah, but you know what? I don't know. What's more important, Brittany Griner returning or CEO returning? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Man.
But CEO, is there anything you want to add to the people before we leave?
Not really.
All right, man. But that's our masculine podcast. Trust me, we're gonna have more in depth. You know, I just want CEO still recovering from COVID. You know, so I gotta give him some light work. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, peace out, man.